Hello everyone. Hope that everyone is doing well this evening. Just gotta get my... There we go. This should work. It should be loading properly. There we go. So, I have been wanting to play this for a while. I gave it a little bit of a run earlier last week, just to make sure that it did work properly. And it seems to. I'm pretty happy with that. So, let us begin the story of the Policenauts. Okay, so I got this thing working that I can actually use my mouse. Literally, my mouse is being mapped to the game's mouse, so I can literally scroll up and down here using my mouse. So apparently the entire game is mouse controlled, or at least the available is mouse controlled, and I feel this is going to be a lot easier to work with. So, that being said, I'm going to go to shooting mode just to make sure that the mouse is working as planned, but then we'll get into the game. I find it funny that I keep skipping through the music. The music seems real. Look at this. I'm using an actual mouse here. Let's try training mode. Alright, level 2, start. So now I don't need to use my controller at all. I should probably be hitting the actual, like, green spot, right?
Reload.
Oh, how do I reload? Ah, down to the bottom of the screen. Okay. So look, there we go, yeah. Bring it to the bottom of the screen and pull the trigger. Oh, here we go with a little bit of a trickier one, huh?
Reload.
Did I see it turn? Honestly, this music is pretty awesome, don't you think? Hey, just hide in the corners, huh? Okay, I mean, that seemed to be pretty good. Oh, whoa, okay. Okay. Oh, and there I am at the bottom of my list. We'll see how I have to actually use that in the game, right? But at least the mouse works. That's the important thing. Let's begin the game. Like, I mean, this music was the one that caught my ear. And you only hear it for like 3 seconds. Oh my god, you're right. It's a totally lethal weapon. Alright. New game. Jonathan Ingram and I don't... I should give some credit to the original people who did the translation too, and I can't even remember who did the translation. How terrible is that? Digital knots.
2010年
人類初のスペースコロニービヨンドコーストが完成し、
Beyond
人
Coast
類の宇宙への本格的進出が開始された。
in
2013
2010.
年、コロニーへの一般市民の移住に伴い、数十万の移住者たちの治安を守るため、俺たち5人の宇宙訓練を受けた警官が
I
選
mean,
抜され
if this game was coming out in 1994, they were really predicting the future to only be 15 years.
イギリス・スコットランドヤードからゲイツベックが、
Oh, come on, computer. What's going on?
日本の警視庁からジョセフ・貞興と船尾、アメリカ・ニューヨーク市警からサルバトーレとスカニーニ、そしてロサンゼルス市警から俺とエド・ブラウン。世界中の警察からえりすぐられた俺たちは、警察権限を持つ宇宙飛行士としてポリスノーツと呼ばれた。
Hang on one second, I'm sorry. Let me just stop something. Something running in the background that's doing something dumb. I should have turned this off beforehand. That should do it. Hello, Ice. Good to see you. How are you doing? Aw. I'm doing okay. I'm also kind of tired, but it's been a weird couple of weeks. I keep saying that, but basically I'm doing okay. I'm a little tired, but basically I feel a little accomplished. Thank you, soft boy. Oh. Get a little drink here. Okay, so in 2013, the Policenauts happened. 25 years after that... Oh, I mean, who does? Honestly, Soft, I don't want to work tomorrow either, right? I'd honestly just keep playing this, if anything. What is going on? Every once in a while, my computer just kind of does weird things. I'll have to be careful with that. The old Los Angeles, 2040. Okay, so this game came out in 1994 and 1996. So let's just say 1995. Well, so let's see, 1995, 6 plus 20, 25 years. So this game is closer to the future. No, we are currently closer to the game's future than we are to when it originally came out. We're already more than halfway to when it thinks this is going to be happening in the world. So, I still don't know what this game is about. I do kind of love my retro games, though. I love, like, I mean, I hope the graphics aren't crazy grainy for everyone here. But for me, history to future thing. Okay.
俺はジョナサン・イングラム。30年前、 スペースコロニーのビヨンドコーストでポリスノーツとして働いていた。
Oh my god.
もっとも
A
連
TikTok
続事故で宇
of
宙をさ
someone
まよってい
cleaning
た
a
俺には
Nintendo
わず
64?
か数
Come
年前
on.
のことにしか思えない。まだ生々しい記憶だ。妻や友人、仕事、何もかも30年前に置いてきてしまった。あの事故で過去を失った俺はこの汚れた街オールド LA でネゴシエーター
Private
ま
eye
で
come
の探偵をしている。
negotiator in old
幼
LA.
児誘拐や人身売買のネゴシエート、身代金の仲介、脱獄犯の逮捕などやばい依頼ばかりだ。だが俺みたいな過去をなくした男にはそんな世の中の海がなければ飯も食っていけない。せいぜい腹いっぱいになるまで頑張るしかないか。さて、依頼人が来るまで何をしようか。この部屋には俺の過去を示すもの
That
がた
came
く
out
さんある。
26 years ago.
前方の壁には新聞の切り抜きや写真が。机の上にはあいつとの写真。
Oh my god. So we went from...
記憶の空白を埋めるものばかり。
God, really? Okay, so the floppy disk came out 26 years before the Nintendo 64, and the Nintendo 64 came out 26 years before now. Our technology. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I've got my mouse. You can all look around here and click, click. Floppy disk N64, VR, and AI, and self-driving cars and DoorDash. This is my gun, a Beretta 92F. I've had her since I was a cop. She's a bona fide recoil gun equipped with a laser sight. I use special 10-round magazines with armor-piercing rounds, but I don't carry so I can go around shooting everything in sight. She's strictly for protection. Honestly, yeah. Going from floppy disk, 26 years later, N64, 26 years later, we've got VR. And emulating everything else. This is a replica of the badge I had in LAPD. Sure does take me back. There's a picture from those days on the wall. Okay, so probably I can... What is that, beer? It's a beer can. It's empty. They used to use aluminum for cans before, but these ones are made from biodegradable plastic. That honestly sounds like a smart move, but I know we have a problem right now with biodegradable plastic just not being not preserving things. These are Muslims, the only cigarettes in the world that still give off secondary smoke. Okay, so yeah, the asterisks, I'm not sure. It's really weird, but I'm wondering if those are supposed to be like liner notes. And the thing is, they're not telling us the liner notes, so maybe we have to go to the website to find out what those things are. Unless they were meaning to like do something special, but I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure what button I'd be pushing to even bring up liner notes. Maybe if you can look that up for me, Ravenworks. Like there, I don't like the pure bent cigarettes you get today. And see, like that doesn't even make any sense. What the heck is a bent cigarette? These are mixed cigarettes, part conventional, part bent. What does that even mean? There's an in-game glossary. Oh. Bent cigarettes. Oh, and look at that. Bent cigarettes are cigarettes that don't produce any secondary smoke, which you light simply by breaking off the end. Okay, so that means... Oh. Let me try something then. I say light, but there's no actual fire involved. They work off a chemical reaction, and even the leaves are specially processed. They don't give off any smoke or ash and make a room more pleasant, but they're not my thing. The only brand I touch now are Muslims. Okay, so if I hit start, categories. Oh, look at this. This looks like that document from Snatcher. You have all the, like, there's... What the hell is a linear skirt? A propulsion device attached to the underside of police cars that allows the cars to drive on linear railway tracks, part of a bimodal system letting police officers use the tracks to bypass accidents or traffic jams in an emergency. Okay, so that's cool. Due to the wear this causes on the tracks, other vehicles such as ambulances, fire engines, and other linear railway maintenance are equipped with a linear skirt. So, recent. Oh, look at that. Okay, so I can look up stuff like, say, Beyond... So this was all built into the game. Whenever you saw a reference Beyond Coast, you didn't know what it was. You looked up Policenauts. It tells you. You kind of want DoorDash, huh? Oh, what did we just watch? We watched something that predicted... Oh, it was... I was playing Bureaucracy. And that's what it was. It was Douglas Adams had been predicting a whole bunch of things like DoorDash in 1985. Okay, so what are the Policenauts? The Outer Space Police Force established to provide security for those moving to Beyond Coast during the third wave of immigration, the first wave of general immigration in 2013. Its purpose was also to lay the foundation for a permanent police presence on the colony. Police officers from around the world were recruited for the program in 2010, officers with the skills required to become astronauts and act as a police unit on mankind's first space colony. 5 were chosen out of the initial selection pool and put through 3 years of intense training. Astronaut Gates Becker from Scotland Yard in the United Kingdom, astronaut Joseph Sadaoki Tokugawa from the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department in Japan, astronaut Salvatore Toscanini from the NYPD in the United States, and also from the United States, astronauts Jonathan Ingram and Ed Brown from the LAPD. Becoming astronauts with police authority, they were regarded throughout the world as symbols of peace in outer space and became the focus of a global media frenzy. Additionally, they are credited with revamping the image of space expansion, which had often been cast in a negative light. Also known as the original cops, as they are reminiscent of Project Mercury's original 7. Okay, so this is nice to see. So I can actually look up this stuff to find out what we're referring to too. That's cool. All right, good. Got some pictures to look on. This is a photo of me and Lorraine at Lucas World.
ロレイン、俺のワイフ。いや、それも過去のことだ。俺があの事故を起こした後、ビヨンドで再婚したらしい。
Oh, what?
今では他人のワイフだ。日本人とアメリカ人との2世。あいつにはどこか神秘的なところがあった。
Oh, taken on December 24th. Lorraine was a student at UCLA. We met after her place got broken into. Oh, is that how you meet people, hey, Jonathan? I was a cop fresh out of the academy. This is me and Lorraine on our wedding day. I was still a cop here in LA. Lorraine dropped out of UCLA after we got engaged. I remember discovering right before the ceremony that my rental tux didn't fit. I originally had a black tuxedo. Lorraine was like an angel in her wedding dress. Okay, so more beer and cigarettes. It's a half-empty can of beer. The only beer most people can afford anymore is the imitation beer. Sucks knowing how good the real thing is. This is an ashtray I stumbled across at an antique store. It wasn't easy finding one of these. You don't need an ashtray for bent cigarettes after all. The butts are starting to overflow. I guess I should empty it. Oh, I see. Still don't have anything to do outside. It's still early anyway. I'll wait here for that client to show. So if I click, right-click, and then right-click again. Okay, that's fine. That's my gun. Got an answering machine message. This is a piece of paper with information on a client. I've been asked to look for their 4-year-old son. You just don't see many ransom kidnappings nowadays. It's safer for the kidnappers to quickly sell off the victim's organs to organ... Oh, okay. It's safer for the kidnappers to quickly sell off the victim's organs to organ buyers, and they're guaranteed to see a return that way, too. Oh, boy. I got a bad feeling about this one. This is a video phone with a built-in printer, although I've disabled outgoing video. Most of my cases come in over the phone. Clients don't particularly like meeting up in person. There's a message here. Play messages. I should check the machine. Maybe there's a call from someone with a case. Ha! Your blood. Your blood pressure just went up. Let's see what the next one says.
こちら水道局ですが、水道料金が未払いです。
Oh no.
に納金してください。
汚染した水を飲ませてるくせに。や
Yeah,
っぱり事件の依頼は入ってないか。
ジョナサン、私よ。最近ちっとも飲みに来ないじゃない。しけてるわね。
Lame-o.
そうだ。
Yeah, I am a
俺はし
lame-o.
けてる。わかってるさ。やっぱり事件の依頼は入ってないか。
このヘボ探偵
What?
覚えてろよ、バカにしやがって。いいか、このままでは済まないぞ。覚悟してろよ。
ヘボ探偵か。やっぱり事件の依頼は入ってないか。
あー、聞こえるか。オルソンだが、オタクとの取引はなかったことにしてくれ。
Oh, for crying out loud.
また依頼人に逃げられたか。くそ。仕事の依頼電話はないか。
Actually, one thing. What is this? This is a model of Beyond. Ed made it for me. Ed's in a couple of pictures on the wall. Oh, over here. Unlimited message. Hello, Madlib. How are you doing? This is a newspaper article from when I was rescued from the EMPS's survival ball 2 years ago. I spent 25 years inside this thing waiting to be found. I've had cosmophobia ever since. I just can't go back out there anymore. Oh, wow. So, this guy got stuck in a survival ball for 25 years after being disconnected from Beyond Coast, and now he's just living in LA. This was a relatively small article in a corner of the newspaper. This is a newspaper article reporting on the success of the first manned mission to Mars. I took part in it while undergoing my Policenauts training. It was written 26 years before the article about my rescue. This is a newspaper article written at the time of Beyond Coast's completion. It was written about 2 years before the article about the Mars landing. They're starting to give me numbers, and I'm worried that I'm going to have to remember dates. This is a newspaper article about my accident that occurred beyond the EMPS spacewalk outside Beyond. It was written about 3 years after the one about Beyond's completion. Oh, there's pictures over here, too. This photo was taken to commemorate the selection of the Policenauts. 5 officers out of all the world's police organizations were chosen and trained. We were called the Original Cops after Project Mercury's Original 7. We're wearing ejection escape suits here. These are obsolete now. Back then, everyone thought the orange-colored suits were cool. You're crafting? What are you crafting right now, Madlib? I was given this award by the mayor back when I was a cop. Me and Ed were a well-known team in LAPD. This is a picture from when I was in LAPD. Me and my partner Ed were always together.
エド・ブラウン。俺の人生で最も信用できる親友であり、良きパートナーだった。
That badge on my desk is a replica of the one I had then. I was in narcotics at the time. I was reckless with a pretty short fuse. This does sound like a loaded weapon, doesn't it? I've carried my Beretta since then. Me and Ed have been good friends since the academy. We are a well-known team in narcotics. That award is a product of our work together. Oh, you're working on the brick wall for your Toy Con. Nice. And Soft, you're making fertilizer grenades? I'm assuming you're playing a game? Unless you're referring to, like, seed bombs? Ed was in the bomb squad before he joined narcotics. There was a lot of terrorist activity back then. He looks like a good deal younger here compared to the Policenauts photo. Oh.
今日は運がいい。 こんな早い時間に客が来るとは。
I knew it, Minecraft.
どうぞ。鍵はかかっていない。
I'm amused by the lighting. It's got flashing lights inside and out.
ジョナサン、久しぶり。
ロレイン。
Oh.
そう、私よジョナサン、28年ぶりね。
今頃どうして。
私、おばさんになったでしょ。
Well, other than the 25
あなたは
years.
変わらないわ。あの頃のまま。
ロレイン、なぜ今になって俺のところに。
許してもらおうなんて思ってないわ。厚かましいのも分かってる。
Oh, right. He may have been cryogenically
でも頼
frozen.
れる人がいないの。あなたしか。
I mean, that's why he still looks young, right?
助けてほしいの。私の夫が大変なことに。
分かった。さあ入って。
いいえ、ここで結構よ。あなたにこんな姿見られたくはないもの。
じゃあロレイン、いや依頼人さん、とにかく話だけでも聞こうか。
Oh, nice lighting there. Alright, so. Jonathan, don't look at me like that. I'm 55 now. Alright, talk. Lorraine, ask about, talk about. Let's see. Talk about yourself or old LA.
俺たちがいたあの頃から30年近く経っているが、何も変わっちゃいない。本当のロスは北に移転しちまったがな。
New LA and old LA.
たまに今日みたいに雪が降るんだ。
Any reference to
Idiot
snow just makes
Kyorashi.
me think of this weird snow that we had in Snatcher right now.
ロスに雪が降るなんて。
Oh, nice.
例の地下鉄もスラム化が進んだんで廃止になってる。
Let's see. Talk about yourself. Alright, well, why don't I tell you what's been going on with me? I've been working as a private investigator for the past few years. As you've probably guessed, finding work can be a bit of a struggle, but I'm managing. I see. That's good to hear. Alright, ask about her request. Why don't we get to it then?
で、君の夫がどうしたって？
夫の北条健三が3週間前、会社に出かけたきり行方不明なの。会社や警察に問い合わせても誰も取り合ってくれないの。
それで地球へ？
嫌な予感がするの。何かあったに違いないわ。
蒸発とかじゃ？
蒸発なんて考えられない。
Why would he go into hiding?
この地球ならともかく、コロニーで行方不明だなんて、きっと何かの事件に。
脅迫みたいなものは？
いえ、何も。まるで神隠しにあったみたい。
金目当ての誘拐ではなさそうだ。
Alright, ask about her family. Do you have any kids, Lorraine? I have a daughter. Her name's Karen. Where does your daughter live? Karen is a news anchor on Beyond. A news anchor, huh? She's pretty famous there. Alright. What's Beyond like these days? Like you were saying, this place doesn't look like it's changed much. Beyond's different. A lot different. You wouldn't recognize it either. Everything's settled down there. It's pretty much like any ordinary city now. Alright, let's find out about Kenjo Hojo.
君が再婚した北条ってどんな人物なんだ？
北条は日系2世で、あの徳川グループの徳川製薬に勤める技術者よ。生真面目で勤勉で、とても悪いことなんかできない人。そうだ、写真持ってきたの。
Useful.
これが彼の写真よ。
なるほど。どう見ても悪人には見えないな。
Okay.
幸せそうじゃないか。
ええ、
Hmm.
この写真預かってくださるわよね。
強引だな。
Okay. Yeah. How'd you guys meet? I moved to Beyond right after you went missing. Oh, really? After how much you hated it? I just wanted to be closer to you any way I could. I met Kenzo at that Nihonjin Matsuri run by Tokugawa. Nihonjin what? It's a festival for Japanese people on Beyond. So why were you there? I have Japanese blood too, remember? Alright. Hojo's behavior. You notice anything unusual about your husband before he disappeared? All the years I knew him, he'd been your typical company employee. He'd get up, leave for work, then come walking through the door at the end of the day. Same schedule, day in, day out. Quite a change from my hours. But the past few months, he'd become more unpredictable, you might say. You can't really draw anything concrete from that. You think he'd become involved in something, though? That's my gut feeling, yeah. If there were indications of some kind of trouble beforehand, the chances of it being a ransom kidnapping are pretty slim. Okay, so let's see. The conglomerate's reach doesn't stop at Beyond. They more or less run space, and Joseph Sadoaki Tokugawa runs the group. Oh, one of my other Policenauts. He's just as well known on home as he is out there. If Hojo's a Tokugawa employee, I suppose we can't really totally rule out that he was kidnapped. You could get good money out of that, I'd imagine. No one on Beyond would even think of messing with Tokugawa. They're too afraid of the retaliation. It wouldn't be worth it. You see something. If I hit... No, I can't hit space right now to find out certain things. That's okay. Ask about clues.
ロレイン、君の勘だけではわからないな。何か手がかりになるようなものは。
北条から預かっているものがあるの。カプセル剤と葉
Drug
の切れ
capsules
端なん
and
だ
part of a leaf.
なんだかわからないけど重要なものらしいわ。
カプセルと葉か。
自分に何かあったらこれを警察か信用のできる人のところへ届けるように。
Huh.
信用のできる
Yeah, that's
人。
quite the statement.
ね。蒸発なんかじゃないで
Just
しょ。
give the person leaves in a capsule? What does that mean?
どっちからでもいいが。それは
これがそのカプセルよ。
何の薬だろう。
わからないの。
徳川製薬に関係するものだろうか。
これ預かってくださる？
Yeah, basically, if you're going to be saying, if something happens to me, that definitely sounds suspicious in the first place.
じゃあ
And what's
もう
this
一つ。
leaf?
その葉の切れ端ってのは。
Half
こ
of a
れがそ
regular
の
leaf.
葉よ。見たことのない葉だわ。
しかしなぜ半分なんだろ
God's in his place, all's right in the world.
預かってくださる？それ。
Okay. Let's see, what else do I have here? That is everything. So let's see. Anything else I can work? Here on home, kidnappings are becoming almost as frequent as rapes and robberies. Trafficking people is more profitable than drugs or prostitution now. That's terrible. It's surprising to hear about a case like yours these days. So you'll help me? I need to hear more about the situation first. We need more questions. So say show. Well, if I ask this, any ideas what these could be for? They certainly look like ordinary medical capsules you find at any pharmacy. You'll be able to get an analysis done, right? To be honest with you, I don't see how something like this could be that important. But if he went out of his way to give it to you, I suppose there must be something to it. I wonder what kind of plant it's from. Can you get an analysis performed? Capsules in a leaf. I'll have to get an expert for these. Do you know someone? You'd need to be sure they're not connected to Tokugawa. This is home. That won't be a problem. So this is Hojo. I actually don't have that many pictures of him. It might come in useful. He looks like the kind of guy Sadaoki would get along with. Alright, talk about that. Ask about... Let's go back to the request. You want me to look for him? Please, help my husband. Any other clues besides what you just gave me? He had been talking about something lately, actually. If it turns out Tokugawa's involved, that could complicate things. Anyway, Tokugawa. They took advantage of the space development boom more than anyone. They essentially have the power to shape space's economy however they want. Is there a second wave of Japan bashing going on in there? No, it's just the opposite. Thanks to Tokugawa, the colony's economy is flourishing. But everything else is another story. Beyond will be celebrating its 30th anniversary this year. Things have slowly gone downhill over the years, though. You're always looking over your shoulder wherever you go now, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I get you. It's always been that way in the city. And like I was saying, Tokugawa's influence is everywhere. You could practically call the entire colony one big business. If I back off, what happens? Okay. Is that an L's? They cost a fortune here. Yeah, but this one's a little old. They're all the rage here on home, too. L's changes the design of its bag every year and produces it in limited numbers, then destroys the production materials. That's why they're so expensive, is it? Alright, so let's see. I had a couple of things in the recent... I wanted to see... Yuri accident. Ran mission. Home. Slang for Earth. Came into use after human beings began colonizing outer space and looked back on where their species originated. L's. A handbag designer. Wow, this is like... The amount of detail they put into these things. Creates one design each year, after which it ceases producing that design and transitions to a new one. Only one L's is sold throughout space each year, and as a status symbol, some cite this as the reason behind its popularity. The higher price of L's bags on Earth has led him to travel to beyond just to purchase one. Its production process remains a closely guarded secret, but it has been said the company has developed a special technique employing a weightless environment. Lorraine? Why don't we continue? Okay, so it's just that. I feel like I have to go through these again. Ask about her family. Just the three of us, my husband, my daughter, and me. So it looks like I'm getting 2 dialogue options with each time. A loving husband, successful daughter. Must be nice. Jonathan. She'll be 27 soon. She's still single. Hard to believe you have a daughter that age. I am in my 50s now, remember? Everyone will tell you Beyond Coast policy is a major issue today. While the world's politicians are publicly declaring that Beyond as it exists today poses both economic and security risks to outer space, at the same time they're clearly interested in cozying up to Tokugawa for obvious reasons. He'd become angry and frightened. That wasn't like him. I'd never seen him break down like that before. So you're saying someone might have been targeting him for some reason? He would never told me what was going on, whatever it was. I'd say he was trying to tell you something with the capsules and the leaf. Couldn't have survived on my own. I was lonely. I wanted someone to be there. That's when Kenzo came along. Okay, so it looks like I have to go through each one of these about twice.
その今預かった手がかりの品の他には
口癖のように言ってたことがあるの。プラトーに何かあるって。
Plateau.
プラトーに何かある。
I'm saying Plato or plateau? No idea. Alright. Oh. Plateau. Could he have said Pluto? To be honest, I'm not sure anymore. We still haven't been to Pluto, though.
依頼の内容については君の話で大体分かった。確かにただの蒸発じゃなさそうだ。
ジョナサン、引き受けてくれるわよね。お金なら心配しないで。お金はドル、円、
待ってくれロレイン。
Why would you even have the option to decline the case? Hang on a second. Can I cannot back out of this. I should have saved my game before I did this. It would have been funny to decline the case and then just see where it took me.
ロレイン、即答はできないが考えておくよ。
Ah,
ジョナサン、引き受けてくれるんじゃ。
悪いがしばらく考えさせてくれないか。今日のところは。
either way.
そうね。
すまない。これは預かっておくよ。
わかった。また来るわ。週末までビバリーヒルズのホテルニューローズにいます。いつでも連絡して。ジョナサン、私許してもらおうなんて思ってない。あなたの帰りを待ちきれなかったの。ごめ
I
んな
can't
さい。
imagine anybody would have waited,
あなたが救出された
even if
時、
they knew they were going to be back in 25
私
years.
心から嬉しかった。もっと早かったらすぐにでもあなたのところへ飛んで行けたのに。それが言いたかっ
ロレイン、ここへはどうやって？
た。ホテルで車借りたの。クラシックな感じの。
そうか。
会えてよかったわ。じゃあ。
Yeah, seriously. Like, I mean, am I the only option that she has? Like, why would she come back to me?
ロレイン、俺も会いたかった。
Aww.
もっと早くに。
Uh-oh.
ロレイン、車から離れろ。
Oh. That Speed King look. Oh, shoot. Ah. There we go. The Speed King looks like Metal. Ah. Oh. Metal Gear Solid, but oh. Oh. Oh, okay. They run. So I gotta be able to hit them. Wait, the magazine says Debbie does them all up there. Oh, get out of the way. That's not good. Where is he? He's going to be somewhere. Who will be first? Debbie does them all. Star Angel. Where are you? Oh! Ah. Oh, he ran off. Whoa. Okay, this is cool. Whoa. So who's played Fear Effect? Does this make anybody remember this stuff where it like had full motion video running in the background all the time? It's not that way. It goes quite back a bit. Enter alley. Okay, here we go. I like that I could even shoot at the glass. Oh, looks like they're bleeding. Looks like they're bleeding snow. Unless this is a censored version. Can't follow his footprints, but you can follow. Oh,
地面に何かこ
Some
ぼれ
kind
て
of
いる
liquid on the ground. Okay.
牛乳のような
Milk. Oh no, are we dealing with
白い
like
血
white blood?
人工血液なのか
Running artificial blood. Oh my goodness. This is going to be like a alien situation. It continues further back. It's a dumpster. There's just enough room for someone to hide behind it, or maybe even in it. Someone's placed some garbage bags next to it. Maybe it's full. Can't see very well from here. Let's advance. Is that literally fuck written on the garbage can? Where is he? More blood? He must be around here. There's a drum there. These garbage bags have been placed next to the dump that are made out of biodegradable plastic. The plastic has started to decompose. They must have been here a while. Looks like the bags are full of old food. This was done with spray paint. This definitely doesn't look like blood. These are wooden boxes filled with empty bottles. They'd be the perfect size for someone to hide behind. That's definitely one place he could be. The alley goes back some more. I'd follow the blood. Let me check some more. Oh! Better be careful around there. Oh, can I... This is the dumpster I saw before. Jesus, I can smell it from here. I have to get closer to check it out. Looks like it's full of garbage. There doesn't seem to be any bloodstains on it. He's bleeding a hell of a lot. The trail stops here, meaning he can't be far away. He has to be around here. Let me check some more. This is where his blood stops too. How do you get closer? You'd have a perfect view of the alley from behind there. He could be hiding behind there. He couldn't possibly be inside one of these. Okay, where's... Actually, hang on one second. System. Save. Overwrite. There we go. It's gotta save my game, right? Otherwise, I'm gonna get killed. Not a good start. Let's see, where was I? This wall's got pipes going up and down it. These pipes, they have barbed wire on them. I doubt anyone could climb them. There aren't any bloodstains on them either. There's no way he could have climbed these. The blood stops here. It must be somewhere around here. Oh, move. Yeah, I right click and move. Oh. He has to be... So if I want to, I could hit my right click to move back. He's hiding around here somewhere. He's gotta be. That's different. So basically, I just need to keep looking at things, but the only thing I have is look. I'm taking blitz. So I need to just... But it's too dark to see up ahead. It has to be around here. Let me check. Oh wait, the grate! That's the building's ventilation shaft. The grate doesn't look like it's been moved. A person could never fit through here, though. Can't click that. Can't click that. Looks like this was already here. More pipes. These pipes, they've got barbed wire on them. You couldn't climb these. Right? Honestly, like, you think that basically the one thing you'd be wanting to do is maybe check to see if Lorraine's alive. That other doorway is a possibility too. It maxes up exactly from where the blood stops. Okay, it's these doors here. Oh, shit, you were right. Something's in the garbage. Oh, yep. Come on, come out of here. Oh. Can I hit him in the face? Yep. He's got quite the shield on him, doesn't he? Ah. Wow. Oh, reload. Got him. Running off. I don't get it. I definitely hit him.
やつは不死身なのか。
Now I can advance. I am not going to let you get away. I mean, from a standard anime situation, she'll stay alive until basically he can come back and he can cradle her in her arms. And she will die and pass out dead. That's definitely true. I was hit too. And also, I'll kill you?
これは文字のようだ。さっきのゴミ箱の落書きとは質が違うようだ。 なめた野郎だ。挑戦状のつもりか。
I wonder too. I wonder if this is a translation thing. It's a concrete wall. I didn't see anywhere where he could hide. I don't think he'd hide in the same place twice. Is he hiding in a spot like that again? You're gonna kill me, huh? So that's what's taking you so long? Show yourself, asshole! We are in a dead end, so there are some more wooden boxes here. These are empty though. Doesn't look like he's here. More boxes here too. There isn't enough room to hide behind these. I don't think you could climb this. Even if you use the box as a foothold, you still wouldn't get anywhere. The only place someone could hide would be that hollow over there. Which is right here. I can't really tell from here. Move, advance. It's a dead end up here. There's no need to hurry. I should check this area out a little more. I don't think you could climb this. I don't think you could climb this. He left this message for me. He should still be around, though. This guy wrote it in his own blood. The guy's a psycho. Hello, Reyes. Move, retreat. I can't just turn back now after following him all the way here. Alright, so it's definitely somewhere around here. He isn't here. Doesn't he? What happened? Oh, just literally kept... I just had to keep looking. Oh, shit! No, you better duck out of the way. I don't think I'm going to be able to shoot this. Definitely don't want to be sending off any more. Oops. Save. There. Overwrite. Yep, this is it. The standard, like, anime ending. Oh.
ロレイン、
その時計まだしてくれてるのね。
時間にルーズな俺に君がくれたものだ。
私たちの時間は止まっていたのに。ジョナサン、お願い。カレンは病気なの。助けてあげて。カレンは。
ロレイン。
Oh, do you see solid snake sign in the back?
知り合いか。
友人だ。古い。
かわいそうにビヨンドから来たんだろう。
いや、戻ってきたんだ。戻ってきたんだ。俺のところに。
ASL, American Space Line.
本日は ASL797 便をご利用いただきまして誠にありがとうございます。
当機はグラビティターンに移り、順調にビヨンドコーストへの軌道を飛行しております。
なお、これより先は無重量状態となりますので、ご気分が悪くなられた方はウィンドウ脇の呼び出しボタンを押してお近くのスチュワーデスまでご連絡ください。
どうしたんですか？気分が悪いようですね。
宇宙は苦手で。
Oh,
宇宙酔いですか？
I was gonna say, what's the saying for basically scared of
宇宙は
space?
初めて。
いや、昔事故で宇宙を漂流して、それで宇宙恐怖症に。
それは大変ですね。スチュワーデスに行って薬をもらったらどうです？コールボタンなら壁の赤いスイッチですよ。
Why don't you push it? You're
ま
closer.
だ大丈夫。
気を紛らわすには話すのが一番です。隣に座ったのも何かの縁です。
You got some interesting symbols on your head.
私
Tony
はレッド
Redwood.
ウッドです。
ああ、イングラムです。よろしく。
All right, let's see here. He's an unusual kind of guy. He's kind of awkward to talk to. What is it? Something bothering you? Mind if we talk? Yes? Ask about it. Your skin looks a little... It's always like this, yes. Why is your skin that color? Because of my artificial blood. My red blood cells are actually white. White blood. Huh. I use first generation artificial blood, which is less complex than the third generation kind you see on home. Are you from beyond? Yes, I was born and raised there. I had a family matter to attend to on home. And yourself? Are you a terrestrial? Not exactly. I used to be an amphibian. You know, going back and forth between home and beyond. An amphibian? You're one of the amphibians. It was a long time ago, back when we were called astronauts. First generation artificial blood. Are you in the military? Something like that. Yes, I am a frozener after all. What is a frozener? What do you mean by frozener? A frozener is someone created from an artificially fertilized egg held in cryogenic storage by the government, or the breeders, as we call them. The egg is later transferred to a surrogate mother for gestation and delivery. Oh yeah, I heard a little about them. So, like, a test tube baby, basically. In vitro fertilization? There's still a severe manpower shortage in space development. You sound like I'm boring you. Beyond is a very nice place. It has 1G artificial gravity and its own plant life. Terrestrials enjoy it a lot there too. If you want detailed information, you should talk to the stewardess. What does having artificial blood do for somebody? Artificial blood has a higher oxygen transportation efficiency than normal blood, so it makes heavy blood loss less of a life-threatening condition. The body's functions aren't negatively affected in areas of low oxygen density either. Yeah, that's perfect for people working in space. Okay, that makes sense. When are we going to arrive? We're about 1/3 of the way there. I'm sorry, who are they? I don't know them. Yeah, I wouldn't expect you to. If those are for SAS, I don't need any. I need to find out what SAS is, too. Oh, something about space sickness, I'm assuming. This is a photo of me and Lorraine when we went to Lucas World. The one I had sitting on my desk back in my office. Never hurts to think ahead. Is that your wife? No. Oh, so is she your girlfriend? Something about her reminds me of the woman from that other photo. I guess the ages are too far apart, though. Oh my god, really? They actually made reference to the fact that they connected the pictures. Leaf. Is that from a terrestrial plant? You don't see that photo much anymore. The Policenauts are from before when I was born. Okay, so let's see. Back. And... recent. So a SAS. Space Adaptation Syndrome, I guess, or cosmophobia. A temporary sickness caused by exposure to a weightless environment. It says that the cause of SAS is a vestibular disorder whereby the vestibular system undergoes a paralysis, causing one to lose one's sense of balance. Symptoms include dizziness, cold sweats, headache, fatigue, vomiting, and in particular a false feeling of falling over does not occur with ordinary motion sickness. The most effective treatment is an intramuscular promethazine injection. Conversely, the symptoms experienced when moving from a 0G environment to a 1G environment are collectively called Earth Adaptation Syndrome. I'm assuming amphibian just means being able to live in land or space. Slang for a person who travels between Earth and outer space has replaced the antiquated astronaut in common usage, though the latter is still used for scientific and historical purposes. Okay. These are making sense. I don't think I have much else I can do. Jonathan Ingram. It's me. What's that emblem on your jacket? It's the Policenauts emblem. Is that also related to the Policenauts? You must have a real thing for them. What sort of badge is that? Oh, just this thing I have, kind of a good luck charm. I'm guessing you're a heavy smoker. Did you know that smoking isn't permitted on Beyond? It's just to help my nerves. I'm not going to light it. I'm surprised they let you board with it. It got pretty ugly, believe me. I do. Is there anything else? I don't know if there's anything else. No, nothing else I can really talk to him about. So let's ring that bell, shall we? There's a button to call the stewardess and a button for the TV here. Turn on the TV. Let's see what's on the tube. Let's get ourselves another animated scene, shall we? The BBC News Order. Karen Hojo. Oh! Guess who that is? Narc.
ビヨンド内でのナーク中毒者が急増しております。事態を重く見た BCP ではビヨンドでのナーク根絶を図るため特別チームを編成。ホームからのナーク流入ルートの解明を急いでいるとのことです。ナークはアヘンから作られる合成
I just realized this TV has scan lines from the future.
幻覚誘発症状をも兼ね備えた麻薬の帝王と言われるものです。宇宙推進事業団によりますと、宇宙開発におけるナークの依存度は 30% を超えると報告されており、宇宙でのナーク中毒者は増加の傾向にあるとの見解を出しております。
Scan lines are a premium.
以上、カレン北条がお伝えしました。
Oh, that's the person I need to get. That's Karen Hojo right there.
BBC どこのテレビ局だろう。
今のはビヨンドのテレビ番組ですよ。
Oh, they're not referring to
Beyond
the
Coast Broadcasting.
Beyond Coast
Sorry,
Broadcasting.
BBC.
Another BBC. Gotcha. Let's see what else they're showing. Now I'm just curious to see if they've got anything else on the BBC.
それでは次のニュース。今、全世界的に移植用臓器が不足しています。
Worldwide organ shortage.
宇宙開発における宇宙環境の影響により、人体へのさまざまな障害が起こっています。無重力状態や宇宙船など
Who
により
made these
臓器の
graphics?
疾患
I don't think
異常が
anybody
急
would
増
want a
しており
live
こ
heart
のままで
beating
は
on their
十分な
screen
移植が賄えない
unless
と
they're watching
ド
the
ナー不
learning
足に対
channel.
する大きな不安が寄せられています。宇宙推進事業団ではホームの移植後進国などにドナーネットワークへの加入を呼びかけています。
I mean, I know that we're starting to work on 3D printing organs.
以上、BBC からお伝えしました。
They have a problem with organ transplants. I'll call the stewardess over. This feels like I'm just watching. The way you're sitting basically just reminds me about any other visual novel that I've played.
緊張なさらないで気を楽にしてください。
ありがとう。
Really? That's all you're gonna do? Just tell me to relax? Your uniform is a nice color. Really brings out your curse, too. Jonathan! You may not know that we wear a rubber undershirt too. It helps prevent the muscles from atrophying in zero gravity. I don't know if you normally provide that information, but I guess when you go on... And yes, I'm referring to like those old school like mahjong games and stuff. I haven't played any visual novels in a long time. Yeah, just, I'll go here. That's a really tight, oh my god! I can actually highlight the skirt. This is a special skirt designed to prevent SAS. It works just like my shirt. It puts pressure on the abdomen to prevent excess blood from moving to the upper half of my body as much as possible. Our entire uniform is designed this way. I am... am I glad I picked this flight? I might not have met such a beautiful stewardess otherwise. Oh my god, Jonathan. You player. Excuse me. Yes. Ask for medicine. Let's see here. Beyond Coast, mankind's first space colony was completed in 2010. Since immigration was open to the general public in 2013, the colony's population has grown to approximately 1 million people. Nearly one-third of its current population is made up of second-generation inhabitants. The medical definition of Space Adaptation Syndrome, or SAS, is the symptoms one experiences during adaptation to zero gravity. It varies from person to person, but over 50% of people develop symptoms within 1 to 2 hours of entering weightlessness. Ask about the plane. Oh my god, like all these options. Normally, we would spend the night in an Earth-orbiting space station and then travel the rest of the way in an orbital transfer vehicle, but this is a direct flight to Beyond, which takes about 2 days. In accordance with stricter space debris regulations, this plane doesn't eject waste into space like before. So you won't get the chance to see any space fireflies like Project Mercury's astronaut Glenn, or Milky Ways like Aurora 7's astronaut Carpenter. Space food has vastly improved over the years and is actually quite tasty now. Following the latest trends on Earth, we even offer Japanese cuisine as well. However, because food doesn't taste as good in low-pressure air environments, we don't bother using any exotic flavorings. So it's just plain food. It's still just bland. The fuel tank, which contains liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen, is considerably big, so there's only enough seating space for 30 people, including crew. I've noticed it's extremely quiet on board. The walls of the plane are reinforced with piezoelectric elements. They cancel out the noise from the plane by bending in the opposite direction of the vibrations outside. That's why it was so quiet when we were leaving the atmosphere, was it? Arrival time. How much longer will it be until we arrive? We're not far from Beyond now. They always say that, but I think we're only 1/3 of the way there. You think you could give me something for my SAS? I think you'll be alright. We'll be arriving at Beyond shortly. I'm gonna take the medicine. Here is a Relax Effects then. Relax Effects? Who makes this? Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. Oh really? Thanks. Here goes nothing. Did you hear that? None. Why is there a flirt option now? I don't remember seeing a flirt. Was that always there? Did I always have a flirt option? If you're free, why don't you how about showing a stranger around Beyond? I don't know if that's such a good idea. I'm trying to do my job here, you know. How does you and me having dinner under the stars after we land sound? Man, what should I do? I'd consider it if you worked for Tokugawa. Oh! Dig! Okay, I don't think... Ever seen the men in this photo before? I'm sorry, I don't know either of them. You ever seen capsules like these? You just took something for SAS, remember? Is that a pressed leaf from Earth? Don't forget that if you're taking plants into Beyond, they need to be inspected at the spaceport. You recognize this photo? Yes, I've seen it in textbooks. They were Beyond's original cops. Alright. Have her stay or let her go. I mean, that's not great wording, but okay. Thanks a lot. You're welcome. Call me again if you need anything. We still have a long way to go yet. We can talk if you'd like. Yes? What else do we have here? It might not make much sense to terrestrials, but Beyond is home to me. To be honest, though, I guess Frozeners don't really have a home. You must be a pretty busy guy. Not really, no. After all, space has been at peace the entire century. My job isn't remarkable. We're approaching its 30th birthday. There are festivities going on all over Beyond to mark the anniversary. Why not try and talking to the stewardess again instead of me? What? All Frozeners have an identification code like this tagged into our foreheads, surprising as it might seem. There's a great number of Frozeners on Beyond. There's no discrimination against us on Beyond like there is on Home. If anything, we're considered superior. So why hasn't artificial blood been adopted for widespread use? A normal person's kidneys and lungs wouldn't be able to process this type of artificial blood. You need to make slight adjustments to the kidneys and lungs via genetic modification and also undergo regular hemodialysis. There's a lot of big words in this game. That requires incredible amounts of money and the proper facilities. Guess we can't really expect the public to be on it anytime soon then. When are we going to arrive? I can see you're very concerned with the time. I just can't seem to settle down. Didn't you just ask the stewardess about that? You know, I can understand why you're nervous. It's completely natural. Beyond isn't much further now. Let's see what else they're showing. So this is basically like you're killing time. This is just literally you get to do what you want. Oh, we're back to the narc users again. Oh, I can't skip this.
BCP ではビヨンドでのナーク根絶を図るため特別チームを編成。ホームからのナーク流入ルートの解明を急いでいるとのことです。ナークはアヘンから作られる合成麻薬で、モルヒネ型依存症状と LSD などの幻覚誘発症状をも兼ね備えた麻薬の帝王と言われるものです。宇宙推進事業団によりますと、宇宙開発におけるナークの依存度は 30% を超えると報告されており、宇宙でのナーク中毒者は
Wait, did I miss that
増加の傾向
information?
にあるとの見解に達しております。
Almost 1/3 of people working in space use narc?
以上、BBC からお伝えしました。
Had enough. I'll call the stewardess again. A mix of what at LSD? I missed it. Miss? Yes? Again. Arrival time. How about now? We're not far from Beyond now. You'll be alright. You'll be arriving at Beyond shortly. It's okay. I'll pass. We asked all about this. Now, oh, look at this. More information about Beyond. Well, first of all, the colony is a cylinder type. It's 6.5 kilometers in diameter and 32 kilometers in length. It makes one complete rotation every 2 minutes, creating artificial gravity virtually equal to that of Earth's 1G. The colony surfaces and mirrors are divided into 3 sections around its central axis, with each section having an area of 90 square kilometers. It's the first and only O'Neill type colony. Is that like the April O'Neill type colony? Beyond isn't far from Earth as some people think. It's approximately 380,000 kilometers from Earth, which is about the same as the distance between Earth and the Moon. Oh, so it's just close enough that it could crash into the Moon at some point? That doesn't sound promising at all. Not at all. The climate. That's what most people tend to be most curious about. By changing the angles of its 3 solar mirrors, Beyond is able to create the effect of a day-night cycle and maintain a comfortable temperature year-round. Its climate is virtually identical to that of the west coast of the United States. That's the other reason it's called Beyond Coast. Opium and LSD, so like mushrooms or ketamine. Is that what they said it was? Jeez. I mean, it did look like the opium seed, so And that's something like, I mean, it just sounds like a very heavy drug, doesn't it? Its environment isn't as alien as some people expect. It's an almost perfect recreation of Earth's recreation. It has artificial clouds, various forms of precipitation, and even wind as well. The partial pressures of the oxygen and carbon dioxide in its atmosphere are also the same, though the partial pressure of the nitrogen is reduced by half to lower the risk of fire. Oh, more stuff about SAS. Much was revealed about the nature of SAS around the turn of the century. The previous held barony theory was rejected, with the cause of SAS now said to be vestibular disorder. A recreation of Earth. Hey, bro, want to play continents? Okay, let's see. Ask about SAS. Oh, whoa, okay, there's more of this stuff. Treatment. I'm surprised you're asking me for this after you just took something for it, but never mind. Generally speaking, the most effective form of treatment available would be to give an intramuscular injection of promethazine. But because SAS varies from person to person, there are currently no medications capable of alleviating all symptoms. While somewhat rudimentary, keeping your head as still as possible will reduce a lot of the discomfort. I say, waggling my head back and forth. Zero gravity's effects. There is no hydrostatic pressure in zero gravity, so much of your bodily fluids collect in the upper half of your body as it attempts to evenly distribute them. When this happens, your body then thinks the amount of blood in the bloodstream has increased, causing the brain to send a message to the kidneys. Basically, you end up having to urinate more often. There are efforts underway to try to control this misperception in the brain through methods like biofeedback and yoga. It sounds scientifically correct, to be honest. I know I've heard about this. The fact that blood pools, but I don't know if I know that there's something about basically, maybe it's artificial gravity or something like that, but the fact is that blood collects near the body, so they have to kind of some way pump it towards the legs, or else the legs, you get numbness. It feels correct. But I mean, I guess here's the other thing. This is an English translation of a game from 1994 from Hideo Kojima, who is known for a lot of interesting, unusual dialogue. It sounds right, but I'm not sure. Can I see you anything else? Can you stay a little longer? Certainly. Contrary to its appearance, this is an excellent material for zero gravity. It doesn't feel very comfortable, though. As long as it looked good, Miss, what else do you think we've got here? Ask about... I mean, we've already kind of gone through this. You'll remember I was talking about the effects of zero gravity a moment ago. Space travel also causes changes in your body's internal secretions and metabolism, which can further affect your sense of taste. So you may not be completely satisfied with certain aspects of the food, but we ask for your understanding. The toilet uses a vacuum waste collection system, so it might feel like a little ticklish. Ticklish! I see that part hasn't changed. Their excuse for airline food still tasting bad. Yeah, it's just the air. You feel a little sick. The food's bland, but you wouldn't recognize it anyway, so it's just bad food anyways. Since there are less than 30 passengers, there are no separate classes on the plane. The exterior of the plane is covered with optical fiber. Should any problem occur outside, we'll know right away. World of difference from the shuttles we had 30 years ago. Sensors on the outside of the plane check for any changes in conditions like pressure or temperature and make automatic adjustments to the plane's course. I think I'm kind of done here. Let's see. I mean, honestly, I haven't been on an airline for quite some time, for a while, but I mean, I remember the airline food not being so bad, but I mean, it's not like, you know, first class meals or anything. When are we going to arrive? Your sense of time on Beyond is different from when you're on home. It's really nothing to worry about, though. Beyond isn't much further now. I don't know if there's any more to talk about. It's all the same stuff. Now virtually anyone can go into outer space. Is that from a terrestrial plant? Are those the capsules the steward is going? I'm a Beyond, so I'm alright. That photograph looks really old. Hey, is that date correct? Yeah. You look Asian. Are they famous? Are they Japanese by any chance? Why do you ask? There are a lot of Japanese in space, and nearly all of them are connected to Tokugawa. I think I'm good. Like, I mean, what else can I do? Am I gonna see the same news article again? Yep,
現
back
在
to the narc
ビヨン
again.
ド内でのナーク中毒者が急増しております。事態を重く見た BCP ではビヨンドでのナーク根絶を図るため特別チームを編成。ホームからのナーク流入ルートの解明を急いでいるとのことです。
I wish I could find the button
ナ
that
ーク
would
は
skip
アヘン
this.
から作られる合成麻薬で
But I don't want to
モ
hit
ルヒネ
buttons that
型依
might
存
actually
症
just
状
like
と
wreck my
LSD
game.
などの幻覚誘発症状をも兼ね備えた
Morphine with the
麻薬
hallucinogen.
の
Morphine
治療
and
法というものです。
LSD. How crazy
宇
is
宙
that?
推進事業団によりますと宇宙開発に
Oh, I'll
おけ
take a
る
look.
ナークの依存度は 30% を超えると報告されており宇宙でのナーク中毒者
I
は
think that basically
増加の
Jonathan
傾向
won't be
にあるとの
moving
見
anytime
解を示してお
soon,
り
though.
ます。以上 BBC からお伝えしました。
Let's see. Oh! Sigh. That's so funny. It's not a move option, but I mean, we're nearby, so if you're bored, I don't mind chatting. What? You don't want to talk? It'll help your sass. If you don't have anything more to talk about. Yes? We've shown these. Ask about. We've gone through all of these. Yeah, we've gone through all the questions. So, there's no point to... Okay, so talk, show, let's just go through the list. Yep, we've done every dialogue that we can here. Are you really that surprised to see a Frozener? Oh, yeah, kinda. Sorry if I've offended you. This is the first time I've met one of you guys. Just be careful when you're on Beyond. The people there don't like to see discrimination against us. Oh, is that little, like that sound of the background? That's okay. I'll let you know, Madlib. Between Beyonds there aren't. Were you really an amphibian? A long, long time ago, yes.
少し眠ったらどうです？
Now I can sleep.
そうですね。宇宙よりも楽になりましたから。
何かあれば起こしてあげますよ。
それじゃあ。
お疲れ様でした。当機は間もなくビヨンドコースト宇宙港に到着いたします。
Why does that music sound so ominous?
国際宇宙検疫制度に従った消毒殺菌、入国手続きをお願いいたします。なお、ただいまジュースと食塩錠剤を
Beverages and salt tablets.
フライト中に体外へ流出した体液を補給するようご利用ください。
Oh wow, the animation looks so different now.
本日は当 ASL のスペースプレーンをご利用いただき
Yeah, this sounds really ominous, doesn't it? We are going to land normally, right? I'm not sure where that high-pitched whine is. If you're hearing it still, it must be my microphone. And if that's the case, I'm going to have to add a filter to my microphone later. Oh, okay. Okay, it asks for disc 2. So now I need to find disc 2. Let's see. Nope. I know I can do this somehow. It said something about F6 and F8. Virtual CD drive tray and open. 1 second. How do I do this? Nope. Oh, there we go. Instruction manual. Select disk. There we go. Now how do I load this? Can you still hear that sound? Or is it my microphone, Madlib? Well, that's not the buttons I'm needing. Uh-oh. Come on. So, I need to figure out how to... Disk 2 of 3 selected. Closed. There we go. Start application. That should do it. Okay, you can't hear it. So I wonder if it was just the rumbling from the level, but it's done now, so that's good. And I know I have some EQ stuff on there, so I know I'd put a filter on my microphone at one point because it was getting like the noise of the fan. So.
ビヨンドコースト。天と地が一つに見えるところ。ここは本当のあの世。ビヨンドかもしれん。
So I'm already on disc 2. I have a feeling I'll be coming back to disc 1 later. 地球でのネゴシエーター特権もここでは通用しまい。 Negotiator
一人で
privileges.
北条の行方を探すのは困難かもしれない。エド・ブラウンに協力を仰ぐのが賢明だろう。
Ed?
奴なら快く引き受けてくれるはずだ。エドはビヨンド警察 BCP に
BCP. Okay.
奴も50代半ばのはず。ポリスノーツ時代からだから
Ed Brown.
きっと BCP でも出世してるに違いない。念のためにポリスノーツ時代の写真とロレインの写真を持ってきた。何かの役に立つかもしれない。
I'm sure it'll be useful.
BCP はこの宇宙港の近くにあるはず。まずはエドを探しに BCP へ急ごう。
Okay. Jumbo TV screen showing news from BBC. It's a space plane pilot. Active amphibians can adopt to a 1G environment almost right away. That person looks like they're waiting for a flight. There's passengers everywhere. Space is within everybody's reach now. Ah, the year 2040. I mean, the fact of the matter is, we are now in 2022 and we're getting private space travel. Not public, though. Seems like they've only got a carry-on bag. It's a board displaying information about space plane departures and arrivals. I can't get over how many flights there are. Move. BCP.
よし BCP へ急ごう
Oh, nice transition.
ここが BCP かさあエドに会えるといいな
These the police suits BCP uses? They look like something you take to war. It reads BCPD. That car must belong to somebody here. There's only one sort of person who illegally parks in front of a place like this. That looks like the entrance.
ここが BCP のロビーか
Don't know about that person on the right.
広いんだな
Are they being detained or are they just there?
おいあんた何の用だい
Meh.
被害届でも出すのかい
Well, I kind of want to see these people. Let me guess, undercover and doing a pretty bad job of it. A BCP pop looks like your typical police getup. The call girl, a staple of Really? You not from around here? Want to get away from here, baby? Real good price. Soliciting in the police office. It's the police station. What? World's gone crazy, man. Okay, I'm curious. Why is there even a... They bring you in, did they? Something like that. Ah, okay, she's brought him in, but she's still, like, there and hanging out. So what do you say, baby? Sorry, but I've got business of my own to take up here. You're one of them, too? I don't believe this. I must be losing my touch. So how's business? Take a hike, dipshit. He looks like the receptionist. Maybe I'll try asking this guy about Ed.
Oh.
Hey, Gendo.
俺はジョナサン・イングラム地球で探偵をしてる
それでビヨンドまでわざわざどうした
Just Bob.
昔ここに勤務してたこともある
へえ本当かいぶち込まれてたってわけじゃない
Oh!
警官をしてたんだ当時の旧友に会いに来た
なるほど同窓会でもしようってわけかそれで話してみな
Alright. I guess I can show document, but... So how's the crime situation here these days? I know you didn't come here to ask me that. Whatever. It's been 30 years. What do you expect? They'll try to tell you it's a safe place and everything, but in reality, beyond's the same as any big city on home. See her there comes with the territory. It's always what happens when a bunch of people live together. And when the city turns dirty, us cops have to play dirty. ACAB, alright? I'm just gonna say right now, ACAB, alright? Lorraine wasn't exaggerating. You know, I do have a job to do here. No sympathy, huh? It's been over 20 years since this place got going. Times change. AP does all the real work. AP, okay. They're the ones that hit the street. Old cops like me get the desk work. Yeah, what's AP? Thank you. AP stands for Advanced Police. Oh! You mean like the anime? It's the elite unit the chief created. They got the latest EMPs and Frozeners. Who's that there? Not the plain ghost guy, the other one. An old cop like me. The AP unit works out of the AP room. That's where they get all the advanced equipment. We get the BS work. Oh wow, now it just keeps going. Alright, EMPs are police suits developed by the... Oh, that must be that suit from outside. Tokugawa Heavy Industries and BCP for use in and around the colony. EMPS stands for Extra Vehicular Mobility Police Suit. They're the things out front, right? Yeah, I saw them. Those are the Goddard model. They got frozeners. They're the guys born from the fertilized eggs the government's got. Normally they get sent to the military, but the chief uses them in AP too. Yeah, they use that white artificial blood, right? I'm here to see Ed Brown. You know, the former Policenaut. Ed Brown, that's who you're here to see? Jesus, you came all the way from home to see him? He's in the dump. The dump? Yeah, Vice. BCP's dumping ground. He's in charge there. You said Vice? If guys like us get the BS work, you can imagine the fun they have. AP handles just about everything they used to do. I don't know why they still call it Vice. It's down in the basement. We call it the cave. Why is that? It's dark, smelly, and weird stuff grows on the walls. That's what Ed does now? Alright. You know this picture, right? You were a Policenaut too? Damn, I had no idea. Oh right, you and Ed. Makes sense now. So you had anti-aging ops or something? Like I told you, AP does all the work here. The Policenauts are a joke now. Huh. Okay, I'm not going to show him the rest of this stuff right now, but...
助かったよ。
その言葉は空気課に
You
行って
might
から
not
に
be.
した方がいいぜ。
どうして
聞かなかった方が良かったかもな。立ちの落ちぶれた姿は見たくないもんだ。
Jesus. Talk about freaking morale here, huh? Move to Vice.
地下だな、空気課は。
あんた、エドに伝えてくれ。早くやめちまいなって。いつまでもただ飯食らってると惨めだってな。
Jesus.
俺は便利屋じゃない。言いたければ自分の口で言うんだな。
Nice, Jonathan. What is this?
なるほど。
Don't everyone get
優
up
遇
at
され
once?
てる部署とは思えんな。
Is he snoring back there? Is that what I just heard? He's snoring. He's eating a hamburger. I remember me and Ed used to hit the fast food joints all the time. You hungry or something? Forget it. Don't even ask. They don't look like the APs the guy in the lobby was talking about. Their complexions are normal. She's quite a tall woman. Must be at least 6 feet. She looks like Meryl from the original Metal Gear Solid game. Yeah, they can't be APs. She's the biggest woman I've seen since I got here. What is it? Something in my hair? You got a minute? Is this Vice? What's it to you? Ugh, oof. Put a sock in it, tough guy. Take a walk back up the stairs while you're at it. This is Vice, BCP's dump. Interesting outlook. It's got a pretty strong home accent. Maybe I'll try you instead. I like how this thing actually has like concept of basically knowing what I've done in the past. This is the Vice unit, right? What do you want? This is the basement. Toilet's upstairs. I'm eating right now. Is that Ed? I can't make out the face. Yeah, that's Ed, all right. Ed, you bum. It's barely even lunch. Hey, Ed. He's out cold. Unbelievable. The music has even stopped. You just hear nothing but snoring. Yo, Ed, get up, god damn it.
Jōnasan. 居眠りするにはまだ早いぜ。
ジョナサン。
30年も先回りしやがって。
ジョナサン。ジョナサン・イングラムか。懐かしや。
エドも元気そうだな。
ジョナサン、よく来てくれた。ゆっくりしてってくれ。この通り俺の方は暇を持てましてる。そうだ。ビヨンドでも案内しようか。
エド、違うんだ。実は頼みがあってきたんだ。
頼み？
ああ、助けが欲しい。俺の捜査に協力してくれ。ロレインの夫、 徳川製薬の北条健三という男がこのビヨンドで行方不明になっている。
No one's gonna
俺
want
は
to
ロレイ
touch
ンの依頼
Tokugawa, I'm
で
sure.
その北条の消息を追ってるんだ。エド、
ジョナサン、すまんが、そういうことなら力にはなれん。
エド、ロレインが殺されたんだ。俺の目の前で。何か大きな事件に巻き込まれたに違いないんだ。
すまん、ジョナサン。
どうしちまったんだよエド。いつからそんなふぬけになった？
頭を冷やせジョナサン。この一件は我々の担当ではない。ホームの警察に任せるのが一番だ。
エド、
ジョナサン、BCP で俺たちのことを何て呼ばれてるか知ってるか？ジャンクやだ。
The dump.
ここはクズしか集まってこん。後がないんだ。
昔のエドはどこへ行ったんだ？俺の知ってるあのエドは。
ジョナサン、
Jonathan!
知ってるエドは30歳も若いエドだ。今の俺は違う。
It has been 25 years.
家族もローンもある。年を取れば勇気もなくなる。失敗も恐れる。権力にも屈するようになるんだ。
Ooh, a little too real
ゲ
there.
イツのように器用ではない。
Gates?
エド、
俺はここでこの汚い地下で机にしがみついているのが精一杯だ。今のこの地位もゲイツの情けだ。
分かった。それ以上言うな。
デカ長、デカ長がやらないんなら私が手伝うわ。
メリルがやるっていうんだ。
That is Meryl!
話になった。
No
お
way!
前たちバカなこと言うな。
Okay, that's
終
awesome.
わりだぞ。
終わりってデカ長、ここがその終わりなんじゃないの？
What?
エド、
I can't. Kojima just likes like reusing, recycling some of their old stuff, huh?
ロレインも。だがこれで本当に全てを失っちまったってわけだな。無理を言ったなエド。じゃあな。
くすなんてこった。あと3年だぞ。あと3年で無事定年だってのに。たくジョナサン、表だっては協力できんからな。
エド、
それから無茶はごめんだぞ。無茶は
分かってるさエド。心配するな。
お前の心配するのが一番心配なんだ。それからメリルにデイブ、お前らこの件には手を出すな。いいな。この件は俺の個人的な問題だ。
了解デカ長、手は出さないわ。
Does she have the Foxhound logo even on her?
あ、ジョナサン、遅れたがこいつらを紹介しておく。
That looks like the Foxhound logo.
デイ
doesn't
ブだ。メリルはホーム生まれの
Meryl Silverberg. Oh my god. Yeah, oh my god. They're.
あのザンジバーランド陥落に参加した。
通りで地球なまりがひどいと思った。
よろしくポリスノーツさん。
デイブはビヨンド生まれ、ビヨンド育ちのビヨンズだ。
よろしくジョナサン。テレストリアルは大歓迎だよ。ホームはいいものな。僕もホームの移住願いを申請中なんだ。
よろしくメリルにデイブ。
さてジョナサン、どうしよう。とりあえず BCP 内を案内しようか。お前もポリスノーツだったんだ。興味はあるだろ。
All right, let's see here. Is that a bulletproof vest? This is a life preserver, just like the way it looks. Like most of the people here, I don't know how to swim, so I guess you could say that's the other reason I wear it. You don't need to wear a vest on Beyond. They send EMPS to all the trouble spots. There's no such thing as safe to a cop. You can never be too careful. Relax, Jonathan. Doesn't really look like a life preserver, though. It does it. It's light, too. You look like a mellow guy, total opposite of most cops I've known. All my life, someone told all I ever do is smile. It bugged my teachers. So, yeah, I guess Meryl Silverberg is canon to the world of Policenauts and Metal Gear Solid. Dave thinks he looks so cool like this. What kind of sensors do those goggles have? None. These are the types of goggles biplane pilots wore back in the 20th century. One of my dreams is to fly a hang glider on home, to have nothing between me and the wind. Now that I think about it, there aren't any aircraft in here, are there? Nope, no gliders, planes, choppers, nothing. So we got a life preserver and a pair of goggles. What's the point? How would you ever use them here? Oh, I most certainly do. Yeah, how? They make me feel good. You go, Dave. And Meryl Silverberg, look at this. Your hair's kind of bushy, like an afro or something. Must be a lot of work, is it? Actually, it's easier for me this way. Brushing your hair all the time is a pain, I think. Not many people on Beyond have the hair this long. You're really tall. You must get a lot of looks. Not really. I'm only 6 foot. I was one of the smaller ones in the military. Is that a real tattoo? No, just a paint tattoo. It stays on for about half a year. I am still a woman after all. What is that supposed to mean? You got a cute face. I bet you have a flirty side to you. You should ask the chief about the last guy who hit on me. Yeah, what is it? Why don't you tell me about yourself? That's a surprise. Nobody's ever said that to me before. Not in person, anyway. I'm mainly into bikes and combat. I like men, but not in that way. Of course, ever since I came here, half of me's died. You can't ride bikes on the colony. Well, you can, but only electric ones. They don't let you import gas engine models. A bike's nothing without the speed. You wouldn't be much without the military either, huh? So why were you in the military on home, and why did you join? Everyone in my family was in the military. I guess that's why. I think they kind of hoped I would. Now I'm just curious if they're going to keep mentioning Foxhound. What's it like working here? Advice? Pretty boring. Catching Johns and prostitutes with undercover stings, basic patrols of the colony, that kind of stuff. What do you mean, boring? There's this big area for prostitution in the center of the colony called Kabuki Quarter. Tourists from home like to go there for the zero-gravity sex. We arrest them, they get out on bail, it's an endless cycle. They don't like it there because I get SAS since I'm a terrestrial. Why is it called Kabuki Quarter? There was this red light district in late 20th century Japan known as Kabuki-cho. There was an explosion in the number of cases of STBO in Japan back then. Kabuki-cho was hit particularly hard. So our friends packed up and moved things here. There are rumors Tokugawa helped fund the place as a gesture towards his employees. That's interesting. I may have to... Vehicle smuggling, telomere lengthening. Some things I don't even remember I even talking about already. That's funny. Dave? Yeah? Why did you become a cop? Well, as you know, I was born here on Beyond. I've never been outside the cylinder. I became a cop because I thought I could get a transfer to home. It takes time for Beyonds to obtain an immigration visa. Sometimes years. It's not easy either with all the checks they do. You're lucky, Jonathan. When I was a kid, Beyond was a safe place. That's why I decided to become a cop. I figured it wouldn't be a dangerous job. I had no idea. Sorry to hear that. Then all the dirtbags started showing up. Our job is to put away as many of those dirtbags as we can. I figured Lorraine was right. Back. Move. I can't believe it. That's kind of crazy. Oh wow. Okay. Let's go to forensics. We were already at the lobby. I What's with the face thing there? Victor Jurgens.
よろしく。ジョナサン・イングラムだ。OLA で探偵をしている。
ほう、あんたがあの有名なイングラム飛行士？え若い頃、あんたの火星有人飛行の中継をワクワクして見ていたよ。そうか、戻ってきたんじゃな、あんたのホームに。よろしくな。
There's blood on your clothes. I should think so. I've had this gown since my first autopsy. It holds the blood of every single body I've looked at over the years. Guess you could say a piece of their souls, too. Oh my goodness. That's a way of looking at it, sure. Doctor, what is it? Are you a terrestrial? You'd have to be at your age, wouldn't you? I was born in Moscow, back when socialists ran the country. That picture back there was taken around the time I was born. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, I went to America to study forensic medicine and later became a medical examiner. I've done autopsies on over 30,000 bodies throughout my career. In my 40s, I became interested in studying bodies in space and came here. You should see the bodies you get in zero gravity. The decomposition stages are freaky stuff. My area of expertise is medical examinations, but with my AID, I can perform most other analyses too. AP has its own science team, so we're on a shoestring budget here. It's just Gorby and me. The further computer analyses progress, the less use there is for people like me. AID. What's this AID doohickey you were talking about? AID is for Auto Analysis Identification Device. It's an AI gadget for doing analyses. It's got a number of sensors like a spectrograph, a gas chromatograph, and a geotechnical sounder. You make it yourself? Ha, you kidding? I wouldn't even know where to start. AID and its analysis programs were created by this guy on Home. This is Aid next to me. I'm actually here looking for a missing person. Supposing he's already dead, how possible would it be to transport his body outside the colony? You could never take a body outside beyond single-handedly. They've got a pretty tight security system in place. It would be easier to transport them out while they're still alive and kill them somewhere else. Hello, Spinning Mind. Thank you for the follow. Hope you're doing all right. They're becoming stricter and stricter about space debris every year. Okay, I'm curious what this is then. What's this? This is my AID analyzer. What you see on the monitor is a visual representation of the AID's AI. I named him Gorby. He responds to my voice. I guess Gorbachev, because he's Russian. Hey, Gorby. I wouldn't bother. He's an AI up to a point. He can tell you what's on the dirt on your shoes, but he can't talk. Just blips and bleeps. How you doing there, Gorby? Sometimes I'm glad he can't talk. Probably wouldn't shut up. Doctor, I'm listening. Okay, I'm curious. Where is this? It's Russia, the old Soviet Union, I should say. That's where I'm from. Been about 50 years since the last time I was there. That, my friends, is a clipping of the thesis. To be specific, the thesis. It was in this famous academic journal on Home. I decided to major in pathology after I read it. That paper changed my life forever. Alright, let's see, what else? I think he's already talked about all his things, so if I show Hojo, who are these guys? They look Japanese. So that's Hojo. Doesn't look like the type who'd just leave everything and take off. This is Kenzo Hojo, the man who's disappeared. This is the guy you're looking for. Oh, who's this? What are you talking about? That's me. Not you, I meant the fox next to you. You could call it an old memory, a really old memory. That's what I expect from a terrestrial. Beyonds don't look back on the past the way we do. Maybe you understand what that picture means to me. I do. Oh, yeah, maybe he... There we go. Forensics.
Oh, なんじゃ。それか？
ああ、これもそうだが、もう一つある。
全部見せてみ。
Okay, capsules and the leaf. Can you do it? I could never turn down a request from one of the Policenauts, could I? This stays between us, okay, Doctor? Give me a little time. Shouldn't take too long. Thanks, Victor. No problem. I'll get started right away. I still remember it, that famous picture. Alright. Did he say lend them to me, like, in English? Oh, I don't know. I wonder if he actually said something, maybe, but maybe he also said something that just sounded English, but I'd be crazy. You know what? Maybe I'll have to go look at the clip later. Let's see, the AP... Well, let's go to the lobby.
すごい地球なまりだ。安心するよ。
ヨンズは冷徹に話すからな。地球のように流暢なアクセントがない。ここが BCP の正面玄関のロビーだ。大きさを無視すればホームの警察と大差はないはずだ。
整然としすぎてるがな。
Now you can add babysitting terrestrial douches to your job description. Ouch. This guy's a... I can't believe he flew all this way to see Ed. Ha! I still can't believe he won't shut the hell up. He's always like this. Trust me, just let it go. I'm probably going to wrap up pretty soon too, but thank you very much. Thanks, hun. Thanks for coming on. And thank you for sticking around. I think, let's see, I'll probably go to a couple more spots, but then probably wrap up for the night. Thanks for coming out. Where was I going? Oh, leave shooting AP room. Let's see if we can even go in there.
ここ
Whoa.
が BCP を支える AP 隊員の部屋だ。時代の最先端を行く主力部署だ。正面にいるのが AP の隊長であり、この BCP の本部長でもあるゲイツ・ベッカーだ。
In full outfit, everything too.
偉くなったもんだ。
30年ぶりだろう、ジョナサン。あいつも変わった。さあ、紹介しよう。
ゲイツ、久しぶりだな。
ジョナサン・イングラム。ジョナサンじゃないか。いつこっちへ。
ゲイツ、BCP 本部長だって。出世だな。
BCP 本長。
嬉しいよ。
いや、みんなのおかげだ。私一人の力ではない。ジョナサン、あの事故の件は残念だった。あの鉛筆事故がなければ君がこの椅子に座っていたかもしれん。
その話はやめてくれ。
ま、同じポリスノーツとして大歓迎するよ。どうだ、観光はまだか。
いや、観光で来たわけじゃない。
で、どうした？
実は
ジョナサン、
人を探している。名前は北条健三。ビヨンドの徳川製薬社員だ。
徳川。
3週間前にこのビヨンドから姿を消した。捜査を依頼に来た彼のワイフは地球で殺された。
穏やかではないな。本部長、私はジョナサン、徳川が絡んでいるとなればことは単純では済まない。悪いが BCP として公には協力できん。
Oh, what?
代わりエドを使ってくれていい。徳川に何かあれば最終的には我々が乗り出す。
Sounds like basically Tokugawa's got their hands in the
北
police.
条の捜査に全面的に協力してやってくれ。ただし内密にな。わかりました。
恩に切る、ゲイツ。
ジョナサン、歓迎はするが派手にはせんでくれよ。約束してくれ。
わかった。迷惑はかけない。
しかし久しぶりだな、まったく。
It's a nice beard. It suits you. Had this since I was 40. Ask about the ex-Policenauts. What happened to the others? Tokugawa resigned from BCP 20 years ago to head up the Tokugawa group. Salvatore quit I suppose 10 years or so ago, and apparently went back to home. If you find anything, we'll take over. Yeah, like, I mean, honestly, it's like, we've got, you know, if you happen to find stuff, let us take over it, and then we'll basically keep ourselves going, right? That's, you know, obviously it's like, yeah, we'll let you do the heavy work, but if you find something, we're going to step in and take over. That's not great. By the way, thank you very much, Spitting Mind. Thank you for the follow, and thanks for joining in. BCP. The Policenauts eventually evolved into the proper police force we have today. AP do most of the work here now. They're our mobile police unit. Good vibes. AP were created to be a new breed of space police designed around the special set of conditions you have on a colony. Whoa, okay, we're starting to get a little bit more of a dialogue tree here. We recruit AP members from government frozeners. It's dangerous work. Having family or friends is only a burden. That was one of the lessons of your accident. On top of that, they only use sperm-carrying genes well suited to space's environment when they fertilize frozener eggs. Heading to bed? Okay, good night, Aureus. Thank you for coming. I know it's kind of getting a little late, so I'm going to wrap up this dialogue and then I'm going to get going too. In other words, they select the fathers from past astronauts. Meaning we could be responsible for some of these guys? Possibility is there. You could say Frozeners are literally the sons of us astronauts. That seems barbaric in a way. In addition to their normal police activities, AP also use EMPS to perform rescue operations inside the colony. EMPS is a type of mechanical suit used both inside and outside the colony, born from a cooperation between Tokugawa Heavy Industries and ourselves. They employ a bilateral master-slave manipulator which allows for 7 degrees of freedom, just like the human body. What's the 7th degree? I know of a 6th degree of freedom, X, Y, and Z, but what's the 7th degree? The technology is a product of Tokugawa Heavy Industries research on master-slave manipulators. That Yuri you had your accident in is a far cry from the performance and reliability. Why don't they just turn them into robots while they're at it? The visual sensors in today's robots take 1 full second longer than a human to process data. A second can make all the difference in the world out there. Interesting. Again, 1994, they're predicting things about robots basically taking a second to process data. Teleexistence is a more feasible option. You mean controlling EMPS by remote? We wouldn't have to worry about exposure to cosmic rays that way either. Mind you, we still have problems such as communications interference and time lag to overcome first. The police on home have been in touch with us as it involved the murder of a Beyond. What a senseless crime. Who would have thought something like that would have happened to your ex-wife? What's OLA saying? They've conducted she was the victim of a bomb planted by repatriatists or possibly eco-terrorists, but there's not much to go on. Repatriatists? Repatriatists, yes. Repatriatists. It's been 30 years since we colonized space. The pollution of space's environment has become quite pronounced. That's where the movement was born. They say we should just stop all this and return to home. This is you and Lorraine, I see. What were you planning on doing bringing a photograph like this with you? Try to forget about what happened and move on. Lorraine would want the same. Ooh. Rough, Gates. This is the guy who's gone missing. He seems very like all the other people you find at Tokugawa. And then for Lorraine to be killed as well. Well, I'll be. I haven't seen that in donkey's years. Walk away. Cheerio, Gates. Alright, let's save our game. We'll come back to this later. This has been good. Fascinating. A little bit more of a better control than Snatcher did, but I'm still getting into it. I think that this is going to be a good game to keep playing. Let's see here. I think that basically I want to just basically thank everyone who's still here. I know we only have a few people, and it's all, hello Mad Lib, you're still there. And Spinning Mind, thank you very much for joining. I just want to say goodnight to everyone. And yeah, hope that everyone has a great sleep, and we'll see everyone very soon. So yes, Spinning Mind, I typically stream on Sundays and Wednesdays. I play Among Us with friends on Wednesdays. I was doing some on Thursdays recently, but I've been wanting to do this one, and typically I do this on Sundays. So if you're around, feel free to join in. I'll see you hopefully again. Thank you so much for following me. We'll talk to you all soon, and I hope you all have a great night. Take care, everyone. Bye.